welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing okay and doing well. Happy Saturday to you all, and if you're new here for the first time, a warm welcome to you. My name's Ivy. My channel's A New Me Starts Now. If you like a bit of variety, then that's what my channel's about. Okay, as you will have seen by the thumbnail, I thought I'd reminisce about old shows that I used to watch. You know, I like doing that. I've got about 10, maybe 11. So without further ado, let's get started. These are in no particular order. I'm going to start with The Wonder Years. I loved The Wonder Years, absolutely loved it. It was set in the 60s. You'll see a picture above, whichever side, you'll see a picture of The Wonder Years. So it was set in the 60s, and if I'm looking down, it's because I've got notes. Yeah. And it was about the insight that one gains with maturity. So it was about Kevin. He was the one that was narrating it, but he was an adult. He's narrating it as an adult, but in the show he's a young kid trying to navigate the bizarre world of being a teenager, you know, and coping with family and friends and girls and all that. Absolutely loved The Wonder Years, and it ran from 1988 to 1993, so it had a good run. Okay, the next one, Malcolm in the Middle. Again, I loved this show, and it was about Malcolm, and he was a bright and intelligent boy, and he lived with his dysfunctional family, while dealing with the troubles of being the middle child, and also navigating being a teenager. And this ran from 2000 till 2006. It was really funny. The dad in it was played by Bryan Cranston, who I've seen him in a lot of things, but you know, went on to become Walter White from Breaking Bad. But absolutely loved Malcolm in the Middle. Now this next one may be controversial only due to the fact that the guy who the show is named after, you know, did horrible things. Anyway, the show, it's The Cosby Show. Now, I absolutely adored The Cosby Show. Absolutely adored it. Never missed an episode. And The Cosby Show is about the lives of the Huxtables. The obstetrician, Cliff, played by Cosby, and his lawyer wife, Claire, who was played by the absolutely fabulous Felicia Rashad. And it was also about their children. So there was Sandra, she was the oldest daughter. Then there was Denise, played by Lisa Bonet. Vanessa and Rudy was the youngest daughter, and they also had a son, Theo. And The Cosby Show ran from 1984 to 1992. And honestly, it was like you saw this black family. You know, the parents had wonderful jobs. They you know, they had money, and it was just all positive and glowing, and I absolutely loved it, seriously. Okay, the next one, The Waltons. Ah, gosh, The Waltons. That was just perfect to watch on a Sunday. The Waltons, you know, I loved it. And it followed the life and hardships of the Walton family, consisting of John and Olivia, and then they had their 7 children. And also John and Olivia's parents also lived with them. And they all lived together in that house through the Great Depression and World War II. And do you remember at night, good night, John Boy, good night, Mary Ellen, good night, Nana, and it was just brilliant. It was just a lovely show. And that ran from 1972. Sorry if you can hear planes. The Waltons ran from 1972 to 1981. Okay, Another one that I loved to watch was The Little House on the Prairie. Who remembers that one? Loved it. It was about the life and adventures of Charles Ingalls, played by Martin Landon. Yeah. And about his family, the Ingalls. Yeah, they lived on a farm in Walnut Grove in Minnesota. Absolutely loved it. Absolutely loved it. From 1974 till 1983. And it was a lovely show, you know, no violence in it, just homegrown, just, you know, really nice, wholesome family show. Right. I loved as well Mission Impossible, the original series. I loved it. You know, as soon as you saw that match, light, dun, 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 oh. And, you know, still running today, of course, with Tom Cruise playing the title character, you know, along with his sidekicks. And I love the Tom Cruise Mission Impossibles, you know. But I did love it. So it was just, and the things, you know, and I loved it when they pull off the mask. Oh, and they're still doing that in these ones, aren't they? It was absolutely brilliant. I loved Mission Impossible. Okay, next one, Miami Vice. Do you remember Miami Vice? Oh, Crockett and Tubbs. Yeah, Crockett would wear no socks. He was the white guy, Don Johnson. And the black guy, he'd always be in a suit and tie. You'd think, aren't you hot? But he looked good, though. He looked good. Philip Michael Thomas played Tubbs. Absolutely loved it. So it's about two undercover detectives of the Miami Police Department. Yeah, like I said, Crockett and Tubbs. And along with their team, they would raid the streets of Miami to fight against criminals and lawbreakers. And Miami Vice ran from 1984 to 1989. So I like that one. Then a few more. Magnum PI. Who remembers Magnum? I loved Magnum. I think the actor Tom Selleck has always had that moustache, hasn't he? Always had it. Even now, he's always got that moustache. But I loved Magnum. So Magnum was about a private detective living in a luxurious mansion in Hawaii. And the mansion was owned by Robin Masters, but you never ever saw Robin Masters. He was always away doing something. But the place was managed by an English guy called Higgins. And Higgins would always have these two Dobermans. Yeah. And it was just, you know, Magnum was also whatever, you know, what's the word? Whatever jobs he had his two friends, which was Rick, and he owned a bar, and TC, who flew a helicopter. And their friendship went way back to, you know, they were like in the military. So, you know, they'd gone through some things together. And yeah, that ran from 1980 to 1988, Magnum PI. I do know that they did a remake of it. I watched it, but it was all right. You know, it was all right. But I prefer Magnum with Tom Selleck, though. Okay. This next one. Cheers. Who remembers Cheers? That little Boston bar. I loved it, you know, and when Norm, the character of Norm, would walk in, Norm! The characters were absolutely brilliant, each and every one of them. And it was from Cheers that we got the spin-off Frasier, yeah, which I also loved. So Cheers was about a group of people from different paths of life, and they meet up at a bar called Cheers, run by Sam. And like I said, the bar was in Boston, and they all just shared their experiences while working and drinking at the bar. Cheers ran from 1982 to 1993, And I think it was only recently that the guy that played Norm passed away. But, you know, I loved Cheers. It was very good, very well written. Yeah. Last two now. Touched by an Angel. Oh, you see, programs like these, they're just Sunday programs where I can just watch them all day long. This starred DeLuise. You'll see her up above. She's the black lady in it. And, you know, Touched by an Angel. So it's about angels. There were angels sent to Earth to help people having great difficulty, wherein these people also learn valuable lessons, and they reminded people about the love of God, that the love, you know, that the Lord, that God loved them. I really liked it. I liked shows like that. Touched by an Angel ran from 1994 to 2003. And the last one, in the same vein as Touched by an Angel, was Highway to Heaven with Michael Landon from Little House on the Prairie. I love that one as well. So it was about a probationary angel, Michael Landon, and he played Jonathan Smith, who was dispatched back to Earth, and he joins forces with an ex-policeman, to assist individuals in distress. You know, and that ran from 1984 to 1989. So some shows there that I absolutely loved watching. You know, if you remember some of those shows, let me know. Put a heart in the comments or an emoji. You know, whatever you want. It's always nice to hear from you. And if I do get any comments, then YouTube will think, okay, the people are interacting with each other, and that's a good thing. So yeah, and tell me shows that you might have watched that I probably wouldn't have heard of. The more the merrier. Anyway, my friends, how's the weather where you all are? Yeah, bit of a rainy day. Yeah, looks like there's going to be a few rainy days. But hey ho. Anyway, look after yourselves and each other. Do not let the negative people win, because we ain't got time for that. Let's keep smashing this life. Thank you so much for taking time out of your day to watch my video. I truly appreciate it, and I appreciate you all for your support. And if there's any of yous out there who have liked this video, then, you know, please consider subscribing. It's free, it's easy. Just press the subscribe button below, along with pressing the notification bell, so that YouTube can alert you when I do upload other videos. Yeah, I'm trying to get to 2,000 subscribers. You know, it might sound like a lot from where I am now, but not really. Anyway, my friends, have a wonderful day, and I'll see you on a different day for a brand new video. Bye for now. God bless, and bye.